I was at the grocery store the other day when I saw some cacao pods for only $5 per pound. Last time I tried to make chocolate, the pods were $8 a pound. Since I busted my life savings on my previous attempt, I snuck one into the cart, and my mom didn't notice a thing. Until we got home, of course. I waited for the pod to be ripe, put on my Wikipedia scarf, and went to the kitchen. I opened the pod responsibly by using a knife. Just kidding, I didn't. I used baked potato power and past experience to karate chop the pod open. The beans inside were white and slimy. I tasted one and it was kind of tart. It was like lychee, but sour, if you've ever had that. But not exactly. I guess you'd have to try it yourself. I placed the beans on a plate and transferred them into an airtight container, where they would be fermenting for the next couple of days. Last time I tried this, fermentation was where I failed. Every single bean got moldy, and I decided later that day that I wouldn't sacrifice my life for some chocolate. And there goes my life savings. I wouldn't make the mistake this time, so instead of just leaving the beans in a bowl, I followed some procedures. First, I made sure to put the beans in an airtight container so that mold couldn't get in. Second, I drained the fermentation juice daily so that no bacteria could manifest. Third, I stirred the beans with a clean spoon so that the mold could not settle. And finally, while stirring, I would check for moldy beans to remove. I did fine for the first day, but on the second day, disaster struck.
Oh no! Mold!
Was I doomed to fail on the same step as before? Hopefully not. And fortunately, only half of my beans were moldy. Better than all of them. I removed the moldy beans and evacuated with all of my stuff. Unfortunately, while I was fermenting the beans, Hurricane Milton arrived right at my doorstep, or would be in a few days. My mom and I evacuated south of Florida, and I got into a little trouble with the Roasted Carrot Empire, led of course by the Roasted Carrot editor. That will be important later. After I forgot about my beans for 5 days, I came back expecting a moldy mess. But no, this was a miracle. No mold had formed. Apparently, the only procedure necessary was the airtight container, and the other things I did just allowed mold to get in. I still had no power, so the beans kept fermenting for another day. Oh yay, I just got power! I put my beans on a train. Oh, sorry I'm not wearing my baked potato t-shirt. I was hiding from the roasted carrots. Anyway, I put the tray in the oven and roasted them at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 90 minutes. This was the result. These are some cacao beans that have been roasted. It smells burnt. Did I roast it too hard? No, I didn't. Or at least I don't think so. I went to peel the roasted beans and you could tell I was good at it. Okay, maybe not. I peeled the remaining cacao beans until I got the insides, called cacao nibs. These look pretty cool and crumble easily. I grabbed some and popped it in my mouth, and it tasted like chocolate, all right. The bitter, unsweetened 100% cocoa chocolate. The next step is to grind the nibs into a fine powder, cocoa powder. Now, I don't really have a blender, so what's the closest thing? A mortar and pestle. I grinded the nibs one at a time in the mortar, and before I knew it, I had this nice powder. It wasn't very fine, but this was the closest thing I could get with my available tools. Once again, I tried this powder and enjoyed the 100% cocoa. You could tell I liked it. I think we need to add sugar. I was supposed to use powdered sugar, but I didn't really have any, or white sugar, speaking of. I took brown sugar, which is basically just white sugar with molasses, and mixed it with my cocoa powder. Now, I was supposed to use the blender and powdered sugar to get a paste, but I don't have the baked potato power or materials necessary. I mixed some water with the powder and sugar, got a little messy, and put my paste in an ice mold. Into the refrigerator it goes. I kept it in overnight, and in the morning took it out of the refrigerator. My chocolate wasn't really chocolate. It's not even hard. It's like fudge. It may not be hard like chocolate, but does it even taste like chocolate? Okay, now it's time for me to try it. Oh wow, it's like crunchy, Carl.
Crunchy?
Yeah, no. It's like crunchy.
How's the taste?
I think it's a little too sweet. I think I put too much sugar. It's like super cocoa. It's like, I don't know what it's okay. It's like super, like it's like 100% cocoa, but also sweet at the same time.
Cool.
And it's crunchy, and it's a paste. And this is not chocolate, but it's
Like chocolate?
it's like chocolate.
That sounds great. You can like spread it on a cracker or spread it on sourdough bread.
It's like Nutella, but slightly worse. Wow. What's this even worth? $10? For the chocolate? No. For the experience? Definitely.